we are live. What's good, Josh and Mandel Saint? Welcome. I really want to know podcast, man. How y'all feeling out there? Let's check the audio. Audio sounds good, man. How y'all feeling out there, bro? Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's a lot going on, man. It's just your normal craziness that's going on in our country, man. Just stuff that's happening, things that are going on. Hold on. I'm sitting here checking out the live feed. There it is. Now we good. See if I could turn this down so it doesn't interfere. Happy Tuesday, guys. How y'all doing out there? I hope you guys are well. Today we're just gonna do a quick little talk, man, about Sadia Khan, bro, or Sadia the Khan, or whatever you want to say about her. Yeah, man. Abba from Abba and Preach really just let her put herself out there, and now she's mad, so she wants to sue Abba and Preach. Yo, we gotta talk about this. And we are live. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the I Really Want to Know podcast, y'all. Get some indeed, man. We got a Templar in the building, GMT Hammer in the building. What's good, fam? Always good to see you, man. And all is well on this end, man. I hope you're doing good out there on them roads, man. You know, GMT Hammer's out there driving, making that bread, bro. Now's the time to get it before AI takes over the trucking business. So get out there. Man, this thing with Sadia Khan, you guys know, you watching this, you guys are part of the Mano Swamp and the Red Pill world. We know who she is, like a male improvement person. She was allowing folks to believe that she was licensed and some sort of therapist, a psychologist. She is not any of those things. She put herself out there and she was successful. I mean, there are people that says that her hourly rate were, an hour, in some cases for one-on-one consultation with her. She was making all the YouTube rounds, going on all the big YouTube shows. And it turns out that she's just out there doing her thing like most women, like a lot of people. She's just out there being messy. She's, allegedly a side chick, got caught up in a situation, and she's talking to the woman that was the fiance to the dude that she was the side chick of, going back and forth. She was saying all kind of stuff that, you guys seen it all. Abba from Abba and Preach managed to get an interview with her. And, man, he played her like a cheap guitar, bro. Like, just had her out there, let her really put herself out there. And she didn't like it. She didn't like it at all. I mean, his interview with her went viral. Everything that she was saying, everything was going on. It was crazy. I mean, shout out to Abba, man, doing what he do. Don DeMarco for that, because he really So there's a video out here. Let's pull up their video. I haven't watched it. I just saw it in my queue. Sadia Khan responds. Her lawyers sent a letter. This is Abba and Preach. We're going to pull this up right now. Check this out. I wonder what the letter says. So we're going to see here in a second what the letter says. But I tell you what, man, it's probably along the lines of maybe some sort of cease and desist. What I'm thinking, I guess we're going to see exactly what the letter says. I'm pretty sure they're going to have it on screen and all that kind of stuff. The thing is, if I'm not mistaken, Abba and Preach are in Canada. Sadia Khan is somewhere between, London and Dubai. So what country do you file out of if you heard? I mean, you can go hire an attorney, tell the attorney you want this letter. The attorney's going to say, yeah, this is how much I charge for an hour. I'll gladly do it, pay my retainer. You know, and Albert Preach, that platform has money. I mean, whenever they post anything, it gets millions of views. Like everything they post, like this one right here has only been out a matter of hours, is almost up to 500,000 views. So just based on views and stuff like that, they're YouTube friendly. YouTube likes them. So, you know, they have bread. And, you know, you can really play a treacherous game, take little bank when you're dealing with lawyers, because the party that you are reaching out to, in this case, it would be Ivan Preach. Ivan Preach can just keep that lawyer on the phone, can be just sending information out, I need this, I need to answer that, I need whatever. They can just correspond. And her attorney is just going to be billing. It's like, that's just billable hours. So if they really want to be devious, right, they really want to go out there and just make her feel the pain, they just go back and forth, have calls, set up calls. Every time that attorney talks to them, that billing Sadia Khan, you know, I could see her legal fees getting up to $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 like that, bro, like just that fast. But let's check this out, man. Let's see exactly what's going on. You know, if Sadia, if you're watching this, Sadia Khan or any of her friends watching this, stop. Just stop. Take your L, shorty. Just stop. Because you're not gonna do well. But let's check this out. Here we go. This is Ivan Preach.
Today's topic, Sadia Khan. Homegirl responded after the little expose that we did where we kind of exposed her for being a fraudulent health professional.
Is there a way that we can avoid talking about screenshots altogether?
She threatened to sue us. But not only that, Sadia's got on Instagram and finally responded after all the backlash. She went radio silent. She'd shut down her soul degrees, which were photoshopped and faked. She's decided to come out and make a statement. Sadia decided to send us a threatening lawyer. Okay? And I got the email. When I saw it, I was like, ooh.
Spicy.
Ooh. She wanted to sue me all the way from Dubai, so she hired an American law firm.
Okay, so all the way from Dubai, and you can see Ivan Preach don't care. They know we're going to get so much money off of this. We're going to get so much engagement. Look, I'm looking at it. Everybody's looking at it. Every content creator is reacting to this. Bro, Ivan Preach, they know what they're doing. Sadia Khan, it's like, bro, she did really well. She had a 3-year run? And if, let's say she was getting $8,000 an hour per hour for one-on-ones, and she had her group set up, and who knows how much money she was, but how much money could she have pulled in during that time frame? You know, you're talking about 36 months or so. How much money could she have pulled in? Ivan Preach have been doing this for a very long time. So again, big bang taking little bang, bro. Ivan Preach is sitting on some serious reserves, but let's continue.
They sent me this letter. I'm going to read it for you guys word by word. Okay. So this comes from K Gross LGK Lawyers. All right. September 2nd, 2025. It says, to John D. Defamation and slander per se complaint by Sadia Khan against John. Now, some of you might be confused because you're like, yo, Abba, is your real name John? No. They got the wrong name on this lawsuit. Just like Sadia's Khan, it's poorly done. So we're going to see that consistent thread here. Please take notice. We've been made aware of certain defamatory statements about our client, Sadia Khan, published by you on social media. We intend to prosecute claims against you personally for defamation, slander per se, and other tortuous conduct. As such, we make demand upon you now in advance of the litigation to cease and desist and refrain from A, posting, publishing, or distributing on social media by podcast, review, board, posts, or otherwise on the internet or in print, by television or radio, broadcast or cable, any statement that identifies directly or indirectly Sadia Khan, any of her family members, and or
Exactly.
C, remove.
So right off rip, guys, what did I say? It's going to be some sort of cease and desist. And I was trying to figure out how's that going to work. So Sadia's in, you know, Dubai, but she's an English citizen, I believe. So, you know, like, oh, how is that going to work with the lawyers? They hire an American law firm to go after some Canadians. Yo, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I've been preacher in Canada, right? Isn't that where they are? Or do they reside in the U.S.? You guys let me know. Brother Pitney's in the building. What's good, fam? You guys let me know, but maybe they're here in the States, so she hires a U.S. firm. I don't know, because even if they're in Canada, then you got like this cross-border thing, and this is it's like a cease and desist, right? Get this U.S. law firm. I'm pretty sure Auburn Priest checked out the law firm right away to make sure that it's a legit law firm. But for all we know, it could be a paralegal within that firm that she, knows is like, hey, I could, get this form and send it. Maybe this will make them stop. Sadia Khan, you need to stop. Yeah, and brother GMC was like, yeah, that we're thinking they live in Canada, y'all. Like we're thinking they're in Canada. And brother Pitney, keeper of the knowledge, he's like, yeah, they're in Canada, Montreal, Quebec. Okay, cool. So again, I'm no lawyer. I don't know the law world like that. I mean, I know a little bit about family law because I'm, being buried by the California family law system. We'll talk about that down the road. Not today, but at some point we'll talk about that. Actually, I'll probably talk about it in my Patreon. I'm gonna start a group. So guys, y'all need to know what happens to you when you get eaten up by the family law system. And I can tell you, I know exactly how much money that costs. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. People, I appreciate y'all coming in. But all right, so you hire an American law firm to go after someone who's in Canada, a business. They're in Canada, and this is all about what's going on with the internet. Cease and desist. I believe she's wasting her money. Again, we don't know how she's working this out. We don't know if this is just someone doing her a favor, because apparently she got some skills, bro. She like to go down and do that dome. So, maybe she's done some stuff to some people here in the States, and they're like, yeah, I'll do that for you if you come over here and, top me out. But anyway, let's get back to it.
Any post, publication, social media, by podcast, review, blog post, or otherwise on the internet, in print, or radio, broadcast, or cable, any statement that identifies directly or indirectly Sadia Khan,
what the fuck was that?
any of her family members, and her businesses, blah, blah, blah. This letter does not serve to waive any rights against you, nor does it reserve for you any expectation that we intend to communicate with you further prior to filing and serving proceedings against you. Conduct yourself accordingly. Sincerely, Kent
Sadia Khan.
Gross.
My bad.
Apparently,
Yeah, that's a shot across the bow, guys. That's all that is. So, of course, they're going to tell us who this dude is. Some sort of lawyer. Okay. So they're going to go look him up, but that's a shot across the bow. The guy's like cease and desist. Basically, if you don't stop doing this, I'm going to take you to court. We're going to file, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And again, how would that work? Would this American firm then have to work with a Canadian firm in order to do this, to get into their legal system? And so now Sadia has to pay for two law firms to go after these dudes. I would imagine there'll be something like that. Unless they have associates within this Kent Gross, unless Kent Gross has associates in Canada that handles this sort of thing, which I would doubt very seriously, but it's possible. But even still, you're going to have to pay for the other legal team. And again, if Auburn Priest really want to just mess with her, all they got to do is start communicating with that lawyer. And every time that they communicate with that lawyer has to bill Sadia Khan. So let's see. Let's continue.
this is like some kind of mill-like law firm where you pay a bit of money and they just send out letters on your behalf. That's why this was poorly done. Didn't have my name. It didn't include any of the defamatory statements. It didn't specify anything. The reason being is that this is a sham. This is nonsense. And you know what? If you want to sue me, Sadia, I welcome it. I beg you. Fucking do it. Because then we're going to have something called discovery. And I'm going to need to see that fucking degree.
The problem is that they're going to have to go after you, and they're going to have to see the veracity of what you're doing.
Baby.
You see, if you try to do that and we go there,
yes,
we go to the extent of what you want to do, which is suing us, what's going to happen is that you're going to be under what we call scrutiny. They're going to ask you and demand you for the same thing that we are asking you for, that you're not able to provide. And then they're not us, but they're going to be able to prove our point. So please go ahead. It is not in your best interest to do so.
Let me just say this.
Bro, here's the thing. Auburn Preacher, any YouTuber out there that does what they do at that level has dealt with this. They know empty threats when they read them. And that was just an empty threat. Brother Pitney, again, keeper of knowledge, he was like, bro, quick search results. An American public figure may initiate a lawsuit against a Canadian public figure in either the U.S. or Canadian courts, but the court must have proper jurisdiction over defendant. That makes sense. Now add to that Sadia is an English citizen, right? Like she is English, living in another country. So, you know, you got a whole bunch. I guess where she living doesn't matter. It's like where she resides doesn't matter as much. You know, her citizenship may come into play, but basically you hire your lawyers to do your business for you. Why would she hire an American law firm? I guess she didn't know that they are Canadian. So she might have lost her upfront money. You know what I mean? Like her retainer. What if the lawyer was like, well, we found them there in Canada. We sent the cease and desist, but we can't really do anything because they're outside of our jurisdiction. Although we do have a caveat in the law here in the U.S. that allows us to do that for U.S. citizens, but you're not a U.S. citizen. So thank you. Hit us up if you need anything else, and we're going to hold on to the rest of this $5,000 or $10,000 she sent as a retainer. That could happen. So right off the rip, man, she could be taking L's right off the rip. Let's continue.
The ultimate defense against defamation is truth, meaning if the statements that you said are true, it can be defamatory. My girl, my favorite porta potty. We are not in Dubai. We have laws here that allow us to make statements publicly, provided that they are true. And if they're not, then you have to still prove that it defamed you. Good luck. You want to spend that money, girl? Good. But discovery means you're going to have to fork over emails. I'm going to need to see that DHA license that you claim that you have. I'm going to need to see that BCP certificate that you claim that you have. I'm going to need to see all them things.
But we're not going to ask for
And
it
I know
here.
it'll never show up because they don't fucking exist. But
And
you know what? I welcome it. Sue me. Hey, nigga, sue me. I welcome it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know me. You this for clacking. You know what that means? I live in the same $900 a month. I continue to live in this rinky-dink apartment. Okay, that means I saved a lot of money, and I'll blow it on this lawsuit. Try me. Oh yes, I will.
Told you. Like, dude, they're breaded up. Even that part about him staying in the same, apartment with a roommate and all that, if that's true, which, okay, I probably can believe that. If that's true, dude's sitting on a ton of bread. GMC Hammer's like, this could take forever. It could. This would never see the light of day, like they said, just the discovery alone. It wouldn't see the light of day. And you're talking about so many filings and so many, conferences back and forth. Before Auburn Preach would even get an attorney, they probably would just be talking back and forth on their own. They'll probably say, oh, we'll represent ourselves pro se or whatever, just to see what they can get out of the other party. And then if it started to look serious, they would actually go get an attorney and have the attorney come in and take over at that point. I don't think it'd go that far. Brother Pitney, you're right. The whole domicile thing is a key factor in determining which court has jurisdiction to hear the lawsuit. It usually matters more than citizenship or nationality in private international law. So I guess this would be between, bro, it depends on what's her status in Dubai. Is she there on some sort of, like just vacation, travel? I don't know if you would need a visa from UK to go to Dubai. I don't know. Bro, this is going to get very, very complicated. We know that she's not going to take this to the limit, man. She ain't gonna take this to the distance. She's not gonna take this the distance. She's just trying to scare these dudes, and she don't understand. She's a little person. She's dealing with two giants, bro. These are two YouTube giants. Like, who do you know what I mean? There's so many people that want to just help them anyway. They're gonna have fun with this and get so much content. Like, bro, they'll probably make, just on the videos alone, probably making well over $50,000 when this is all said and done, if not more. This is Auburn Preach. Like, I don't know. Again, she has nobody on her team. You remember what I said about women? So one of the things about women, especially, modern day boss women, like the boss babes and all that, bro, they go full blown kamikaze. This is her bonsai moment right here. Bonsai. She's going full blown kamikaze right now, and it's only going to hurt her. You ain't cutting off your nose to spite your face. You are just pouring acid all over your face to spite your face. This doesn't make any sense. Auburn Preach, they live for this. This is how they get their money. Just think of how much money they've made on what? They did 3 videos so far on her. They are killing it right now, bro.
And I'll enjoy every second of it. I got time to waste. Try me.
Even your lawyer, before you even go into proceeding into suing us, your lawyer is going to be like, okay, well, do you have a license? And your lawyer is going to ask to see it. And your lawyer is going to ask to see all that DHQ. All your lawyer is going to ask to see that whatever certificate you got from British. They're going to ask that. That's your lawyer. In order to be able to form a defense against us, your lawyer is going to ask to see.
But you know what?
And when your lawyer is not going to see it, he's going to advise you not to proceed to give us what you need.
But don't worry about defense.
I'm not worried about it.
Because you know what they say?
What they say?
The best defense is a good offense.
Sure.
You want to do the law thing? Okay. Well, guess what I did? I know your booty live up in there, Dubai, right? Right? Being a porta potty, do whatever you got to do. Cool. Guess what? You've been claiming to have a DHA license. You've been claiming that you're allowed to do what you do as a medical professional because your clients are overseas. That's what you told me. I asked you if you have a DHA license, which every medical professional, especially those calling themselves psychologists, need to have if they offer services in Dubai. You claim that because your your clients are overseas, that it's acceptable for you to not have that license.
The only reason I don't have a DHA license is because when I first qualified, it expired. I didn't renew it because I was now online and I wasn't working in clinics. And in clinics, you need a DHA license.
I guess my question is, have you ever really had a DHA license in Dubai?
I started applying for it, but then my career took off.
That's not what she said.
Well, I contacted the DHA.
Bro. See, Brother Pitney is the keeper of the knowledge, man. With just simple searches that we're doing, just using Google, right? Asking Jeeves and typing. Look at all the information that we're getting just from Brother Pitney right here. Like, Sadia Khan is not an Emirati citizen. She is originally from Pakistan and is currently based in Dubai as a resident. She was granted a long-term residency permit. Okay. And what Ab is talking about right now, he's basically saying, hey, girl, we know you're breaking the laws in Dubai. So Sadia Khan, like, here's the thing. You know, like I said, you guys know when I was young, bro, I was on the other side of the law. You know what I mean? I had more than 1 foot over there, bro. I was standing over there. I was standing strong on the other side of the law. And my thing is, when you catch me, right, when I do something and I'm like, oh, snap, I went too far. You got to take care of business, man. You got to do some damage control. If I'm Sadia Khan, again, if I'm on her team, if she's listening to me right now, yo, Sadia, get out of Dubai. Go to London real quick. Go to London real quick. Because if people start digging, you said what you said. It's out there for the world to see and hear. You might have a problem. Because they can go right into your accounts and see where the money is coming from. And it's like, bro, she doesn't have the documentation. She doesn't have the paperwork. We would say riding dirty. She riding dirty. You know what I'm saying? And when them boys come, they come and you ain't in a Western friendly place. She gonna mess around and get stoned or something. Right? 'Cause it's only so much dome you can give out, lady. They'll keep you out of trouble, man. They gonna come see you. You know what I mean? And say they don't know nothing about that, bro. They throw back, they don't know nothing about that. Hey, but y'all better get on with it. But man, she really put herself in it. And this is like when you let your emotions get you into this kind of situation, when you crash out, you go full-blown kamikaze, right? When you do that, like, you are only hurting yourself. Sadia Khan is putting herself in a situation where she's going to be looking at some real issues, y'all. Some real issues. Appreciate y'all rocking out with me. You know what I mean? Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. You know, we smile over here, man. We trying to grow, man. We need like, I don't know, we need like 10 or 15 subscribers, man, so we can get to 2,200 subs, y'all. That's what I've been trying to get. I've been stuck at 2,190 forever, bro. Like, it was like 2,100. 70, 80, 90, I would get up there and then it would drop all the way back down to like 250, 260, and it would come back up. So help us get to 2,200, guys. I don't think I'm asking too much. Brother Mandrell's in the building. What's good, fam? Sadia Khan, bro, she needs to stop. Yeah, Brother Pitney, Sadia is cooked. She needs to know when to hold them and when to fold them, when to walk away, and when to run. I'm just gonna add to that because that's Kenny Rogers, the gambler. You gotta, you know what I mean? And then this is the time to run, Sadia Khan. This is the time to run. Right? You know, put yourself in it, shouty. It's time to get up out of there. Get out of Dubai. And if you have some problems, deal with that from London. You know, get to England. Get up out of there, shouty. You know what I mean? We got Dusto in the building. What's good? It's always good to see you, Snake Eater. You know what I mean? Brother Mangel's my favorite Green Beret. Man, I need to holler at you, bro. Like, what's really going on in Venezuela, bro? I need to talk to you, man. We might even have to get you up here and let you educate us mere mortals on what the hell is going on in Venezuela, man. Like blowing up that boat in international waters and all that. But that's for another day. She definitely got to leave, bro. She got to get up out of Dubai. So let's continue. Let's see what else Abba and Priest got for her.
To ask myself, because I don't believe that. So let's see what they said. You want to see?
Oh my God, you really fucking did it.
Hey, man. The conversation started. It says, "This is Aya. How may I assist you?" I said, "Hello. I'm looking for information about a psychologist in Dubai who offered me services online. I'm trying to determine if she's legitimate." The person replies, "Oh, sure, we'd love to assist you. Is this Mrs. or Mr. Dave?" I said, "My name is Mr. Newman, and Dave is my middle name. My first name, my middle name is Fresh." She's like, "Okay, man." So, right here. She said, "Please note that all professionals in the medical field must have a DHA license to practice the field." I said, "Even if her client is overseas while she's based in Dubai, she sent me this email claiming she doesn't need to be licensed, and I didn't believe her. I sent her the email that she sent me. If she's doing online treatments from Dubai, she must have a license to be a psychologist over there." And she goes, "Yes." To offer those services? She goes, "Yes." So she confirmed for me. My own research confirmed for me that everyone in Dubai who practices, doesn't matter whether your clients are there or not. There's a bunch of people on the ground right now contacting DHA Association nonstop. Now look, I'm not going to pursue this anything crazy. I'm just putting this in.
Bro, right there, you talk about blowing up the spot, man. He really blew up her spot. Like she threw. This is why Marquette, Saint in the Center, calls Abba diabolical because of this kind of stuff right here. Bro, she tried to get big and fire a shot across the bow, sending a cease and desist letter thinking that's going to scare off Abba and Preach. Abba turns around and goes DEFCON 1 and launches nukes. It's what he did. It's just like, what? Like she tried to fire a warning shot and he fires nukes. Man, if she is not out of Dubai right now, she might be in custody, bro. Because they're going to go out and they're going to investigate her. What is she doing? We're getting all these calls from all these people. Bro. Bro. Never. Hey, man, if you... Damn. Wow. Like, bro, what did they say in The Wire? What did Omar say, man? If you come for the king, you best not miss. That's how these dudes are moving. That's how Abba is moving. Like, this dude is coming out. Like, sometimes when you talk big to somebody, you know, they'll talk big back and then y'all, you know, do something down the road. This is the kind of guy, like, you walk up and he just thinks you're going to do something to him. He turns around and just fires, bro. Like, just blasts off. That is crazy. And Brother Pitney, you're right, man. They do not play with crime over there. They're not going to play with this. They've locked up Americans for going over there just being American, doing stupid stuff. You know what I mean? Some sisters going over there acting crazy, just filming and all that. They don't play. She better leave, right? And, you know, look, if she ain't gone by now, bro, even if she tried to get on the plane today or tomorrow, they probably pull her off the plane. Like, oh, you ain't going nowhere, Miss Khan. You stay here with us. Man, let's continue.
Information out there. If you check the description below, we have a little website that we set up. Shout out to Goob. Goob helped me with this. Oh, here's the website. Can you see it? What does it say?
Side piece Sadia.
Side piece Sadia. Sidepiecesadia.com. Okay. If you have a history of hiring Sadia Khan as a therapist,
Go click on the link right now.
psychologist, go check the description right now. You want to play with me? You want to play with me? I'll play. Attending one of our events or buying any of our programs, please click the link to provide proof of this to the Dubai Health Authority. And there's a little link you cleared out there. And also, if you want to hear more from Sadia,
Uncle Dick, you're legendary. On your last day, I can quit today if I want to. What are you going to do about it?
Welcome to the show.
whoa. Somebody have full track on that.
Yo.
Check the description if you want to know what that's from.
Yo.
Whether or not they're going to choose to enforce their laws over there in Dubai is none of my business. It's not my concern. But I do know that if enough people contact them and let them know that she's over there, flaunting the fact that she doesn't respect the law, the fact that she doesn't care, and that she'll do her business her way because she's unprofessional, and in another life she'd be a criminal. She wasn't a therapist, according to her words.
Her word.
Hey, man, I can't sit here and say that, man, Abba wrong for this. I can't. I cannot sit here and say that. Why? He didn't start it. Man, there's some people out there, bro, you don't want to start shit with. Why? Because they will finish it. Like, I've learned that in life, bro. I've said the wrong things and did the wrong things to the wrong people, bro, and they came and just, took off on my ass. Now, they didn't do it like this. This is when we was back in the streets, man. You outside, la, 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 thinking everything is cool, man. And they pull up on you like, there you go. That's the last thing you want to hear when you outside walking, especially by yourself and you ain't got no weapons on you. Even if you do have weapons on you. There you go. You don't want to hear that. You don't even, what we would program, you hear that. Like, there you go, man. You just take off and hope you can get away from them, bro. There you go. And that's what he over there calling Dubai like, there she go. This what she did. A whole website, bro. You just type in her name and that's going to pop right up. Man, and I guarantee you there are going to be people complaining like, yeah, I thought something was strange here and she took my money and I wasn't satisfied. You're just going to get it. When somebody set it off like this, bro, it always happens. That's what's going to follow up, man. That's what's going to follow up. She through. And if she don't get out of there, she through. Now, she ain't going to wind up doing 25 years because, we don't know if she's in the D game. We don't know if she out there slanging. You know what I mean? We know she's slanging them lips, but we don't know if she out there slanging anything else. But just to give you an idea how serious they take their laws over there, you know what I mean? Brother Pitney's right, man. They'll snatch you, here you go. You doing this, we coming to get you. And I wonder what she's facing. Like, is that what, because I don't know anything about their law over there. I don't know if they have like misdemeanor and then felony, and I don't know if they have severity and all that, like here in the U.S., something like that. That might not be like a big boy felony, but it definitely is not going to be a misdemeanor. So it's going to be like a little guy felony over here in the States where you're looking at a fine and, you might do a little bit of time, but, generally speaking, it's probably just going to be probation. It's going to be a really heavy smack on the wrist for something like that. But depending on how much money you made, that will help determine how big of a felony is going to be here in this state. So like you're doing all this unlicensed, blah, blah, blah. And let's say, just make up some numbers here. Let's just say that you made $5 million unlicensed. Well, now you got a real problem. Hell, here in Florida, I forget what city, but somewhere down in Florida, they locked up a woman who was posing as a nurse. She was in a hospital working. They were trying to find her credentials. Couldn't find it. Come to find out she's not even a nurse. She's not certified or whatever. She's been working in a hospital doing nursing stuff. Like, she dealing with it now. She got, locked up. She facing a case now. Now, that's more serious, of course, because you're dealing with physical health. But, I mean, who knows how they're going to handle this, bro? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, bro, they was I heard estimates as high as $8,000 an hour, bro. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's continue. But I will say this, bro, she fucked with the wrong one. Coming after Abba was a mistake. And anybody out there thinking about going after these boys, if you go after these boys, you better make sure, especially Abba, you better make sure your ducks in a row and you ready for war, because he ain't playing. You see what he just did? Damn.
I wasn't doing psychology. 100% I would be a drug dealer. There is no other job role on this planet that suits my personality more, because I have a very poor work ethic. I am unprofessional, and I don't respect the law. I'm like, law schmo, it's fine, we'll get away with it, it's not a problem.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's okay to let them know that someone's coming into their country disrespecting them. And you go to Ethiopia, laws are laws. And sometimes they enforce them, But if you shit on Ethiopians while you're over there, if you disrespecting them,
It's a
now
wrap.
the laws exist.
It's a wrap.
So, if you watch it right now, wondering how you can get involved, check the description. I'm just saying. And if you were
This dude right here, we're going to have to look at the description in a minute. But Brother Penny, appreciate it again with the knowledge, man. If Sadia Khan's claims of holding a DHA license were found to be fraudulent, she could face up to 10 years in prison in Dubai under UAE federal law for forgery of official documents.
Houston, we have a problem.
Sadia Khan has a real big problem because she's admitted to it. It's out there from her own words. She, I'm sure she's trying to scrub the internet of everything she was doing, but I'm pretty sure there are people out there like Abba who can send screenshots of what she was offering. This is what she's, this is how much was being paid and this and that. Ooh, especially from his interview when she kept saying, yes, I have this, I have that. Yes, I can send it to you if you want. I can have it notarized. I can blah, 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 blah. Just go here, da, da, da. She said those things. Ooh.
one of the people who might have been buying her services and you were aggrieved,
Scammed.
you are allowed to contact the DHA. They want to hear from you because you are a primary source in that you are one of her patients. I'm going to read her reply to everything that's happened. Let's take a look. I would like to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to my followers, friends, tricks, families, lovers, kindness, and support during this challenging time. It is for you and for you alone that I feel it is important to address some of the false narratives. Ooh. First and foremost, I want to reassure you that I'm fully trained to practice the work I do.
No.
Liar! I am fully trained to practice the work I do. I will not allow fabrication.
Yeah, she talking about them blowjobs, bro. She's talking about giving dome, I think. That's what I would argue if I were her lawyer. Like, that's what she meant. She wasn't talking about the counsel, the consultations. She was talking about getting on her knees and, blah, 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 blah.
Things like this to invalidate the values I stand for.
Sure.
To my loyal community, I'm so deeply sorry for the distress these rumors may have caused you. Cool.
Cool.
Where's your master's degree? And where's your certificate from the British Psychological Society?
UCL and British.
That's it. She said she wanted to address some of the narratives. You notice she never addressed the stuff that's actually important or substantial about her. She just said it's fake news, and that's it. It's so easy. If you have the degree, show it. You're a medical professional. Show it. If I ask any doctor, he's got it in a frame in his office. You ask for it, they'll send it to their patients. They have no problem. You won't because you're a fraud. You're not a psychologist. You're not trained. You're not licensed. You're a scammer.
And you're probably not even fiance. That's besides the point. It's like asking any athletes, where's your medals? On the wall.
That's it. Nah, I want to ask you guys this. Go talk to any medical professional that you know and ask them, do they carry photoshopped degrees with them at all times?
No.
Do they post Photoshop degrees that they made on their
Absolutely not.
Just ask them and then come back and see me. With that in mind, I want to go to this last note. I remember seeing a couple criticisms from the previous video. Some people felt like some aspects were a little bit off.
What
so I
aspect
felt
was
like it might be a good idea to close some of those loops as some of you might be confused.
Go ahead.
There's always going to be folks who don't like this sort of thing when you're calling someone out. But the way he did it with her, he did the interview, bro. It came from her. Now, I haven't seen this, so I don't know what their problem was. It might be that, some people are saying, hey, man, you ambushed her, this, that, and the third. You put yourself out there, man. Like, you put yourself out there. You selling yourself to, as this therapist who's fully licensed and fully trained. And, you're going to this person to get some help. And come to find out that they're not who they said they were. And like Brother Penny said, he's paid all his money. You got a good point here, brother. He's like, whoever investigates Sadia will see the regular $8,000 deposits to her accounts and wonder what they were for. There's no way you can hide all that. No way you can hide all that. Now, depending on how she was structured, if she was structured to where she had maybe some sort of entity, LLC or not even an LLC, because that could be tied to the individual, like maybe a C Corp. If she has some sort of corporation that was structured to where the payments went to the corp, then you can kind of, fudge the numbers a little bit here and there. But at the end of the day, someone's going to have to say, hey, She said that she was licensed. She said she was trained. She's not trained. That's the only reason I paid for this. I'm going to need a full refund. But we all know that money is long gone. And trust and believe, I doubt very seriously that she has her stuff set up like that. I really doubt that she has a structure like that. Why would you? You just jumping on YouTube and you had no idea you're going to be successful like this. And next thing you know, you're getting $8,000 an hour to talk to people. And let's be honest. They didn't want to holler at her because of her training and because of her credentials and the letters behind her name. They wanted to talk to her because she was attractive. I mean, it is what it is, man. Simpletons will be simpletons, bro. But at the end of the day, man, when someone calls you out, someone like Abba and Preach call you out, you best believe they're doing their research. Just think of all this stuff right here. Just us right here talking about it. Brother Pitney has gone and got some serious information about what's going on in Dubai, how the lawyers come into play, what the crime that was committed is, and the penalty for the crime if convicted. And that's just us here, 40 minutes, just talking back and forth. Imagine what else Abba has on this chick. And he's working with some dude who's also helping, but they probably got a small legion of people out there doing this stuff, man. This woman is seriously cooked, bro.
First off, some of you said, well, Abba, how do we know those screenshots are her? Oh, maybe that voice recording is AI. You don't have to wonder if that's her in that voice recording because she admits that it's her in that voice recording.
And I said, I don't touch your man. And this is my nature, right? This is honestly my nature. If I wanted to, I could suck his dick on your wedding day. If I wanted to.
Sadia's excuse, according to her words, is that she was annoyed that this girl was even calling her because she wasn't messing with that man.
So she said,
but the way she got back at her is like saying like,
I could.
yeah, I could take your man if I wanted to. That's her claim. Why is that important? That recording audio is from the same person who took screenshots from that man's phone, which Sadia was texting. So if you guys look at all the screenshots that we share, you can see her finger. She was recording from another phone, scrolling through her man's phone. Okay? So everyone's saying, oh, Abba, this is Photoshop, yada, yada, yada. Understand it's a video recording of someone looking through that phone. Sadia already authenticated half of that, which is the audio recording. So maybe you guys believe that the audio recording is the only part that's real, but everything else was fake. But understand that's from the same person.
Everything is all in the same, yeah.
Now, Sadia claimed that, oh, the woman, the man haven't come forth. That's true. The woman, after coming forward and mentioning this in private to some individuals, the very next day after that video came out, her job was contacted. Someone started harassing her, trying to have her sent to jail. Who would that be? The man, he's already admitted to everything. He just doesn't want to go public because he doesn't want the drama and he's moved on and he's with somebody else. That's the gist of it on the behind the scenes. You guys don't have to believe that. That's okay. But her claiming nothing happened, she lying.
Bro, y'all see why you don't want to get messy, people? Don't get messy out here, man. This is a whole new world. We didn't grow up in this. Y'all young folks and some of y'all old folks, y'all need to understand that everything you do goes to that cloud, bro, and it is out there forever. You know, if you're doing OF or if you out here trapping under a camera or you filming with the weapons and the you know what I'm saying, and the money and the everything, bro, you're cooked. We maneuvered in the shadows, bro. And that's why I'm still comfortable. Like, this is new to me. I'm like, all right, this is cool. But like in the real world, man, I'm in the shadows, bro. Trust me. I'll see you coming long before you see me. And I'm talking about my friends. I be walking up behind my friends all the time. Like, what's up? Here I am. They're like, oh, they be jumping and shit. Damn, boy, quit doing that. Like, you just came out the wall. That's how we were programmed to move. And then I joined the military. And they really showed us how to sneak around. But in today's world, everyone wants it all on film. They want it on tape. They put it out there. This is her downfall. And then you messing with a dude like Abba. Like, this guy takes it personal. Like, this is what he does, man. This is his thing. This is his thing, bro. Man, look, I tell you what, I bet you she's going to want to set up a meeting with Abba. Like, can we just meet in person? So we can just put all this behind us. I just want to, just sit down, just us, no attorneys. Why? Because she's going to try to throw that thing on him. She's going to try to, like, let me do this. Let me do this to you, and then come back and say, look, he tried to use me. He tried to take advantage of me. He wanted me to give him dome. He wanted me to sleep with him, and then he would, stop messing with me or something like that. Ladies, dudes are on to that. Someone like Abba, who's probably a thirsty dude, he's not gonna let himself get caught up like that. Why? Because he's out here doing his thing, so he know what it is. He knows he has people that don't like him. He knows he's making enemies, real enemies, just by telling the truth. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. I don't think he did anything wrong. He's just out here doing what he does. Remember, she fired the first shot. Having an attorney fire off a cease and desist letter, that's the first shot. Never, ever fire a shot at somebody if you ain't ready to take rounds in return. You fire your first shots like a duel. You standing on that hill and you got your little pistol with one bullet in it, and the other person got their pistol with one bullet in it. You fire your shot, best believe one shot's coming back. So you best be ready. And with Abba, bro, he sent back 100,000 rounds. She fires one little shot like pew. He fires back like a little. For those who don't know, that's the minigun sound. That's what the minigun sound like when they're firing all them rounds at you. Last good man, the Jersey's in the building. What's good, fam? Yes, sir. She crashed all the way out, man. She kamikazed her way into a situation, and now, I mean, her situation, bro. We probably gonna see this on the news. This is probably gonna be mainstream news now because she's gonna wind up in court over there trying to figure out, you know what I mean, what's she gonna do about the situation. Or if she's smart. If she's smart, she left. When he dropped that first video, that interview with her, if she was smart, she left Dubai and went back to Pakistan or went to UK or wherever she could go. Come here to America. Just go somewhere. Bro, that man, you know, brother GMC Hammer's like, yeah, not gonna lie. You do be sneaking around at functions. Yeah, I do, man. Ask anybody who know me, bro. I be moving around like a ninja, fam. I be moving around like a ninja. That's just the way I am. I can't stop. I don't want to stop. I'm looking at everything, bro. I'm getting up high so I can see what's going on. I know where all the interest points is. I know where all the exits are. Bro, I know which way the wait staff is coming in and out of the kitchen. I know where the utility closet is. Whenever I walk into a room, first thing I do is I scan that room, and I want to know every nook and cranny. If something pops off, I have a way to get out of there, right? I have plan A, B, C, and D. I'm getting out of there. Right? So that's just my take, man. Let's continue.
Here's the thing. I don't even care. You want to go with dudes who are about to be, I don't give a shit. But it's just funny that you're a dating coach trying to tell people how to get their ideal relationship. Meanwhile, you were stuck in some side piece situation to some rich dude. Oh, Abba, you manipulated her into doing this interview. Sadia Khan contacted me.
Wow.
Not the other way. I agreed. Wow. After she backed out, that's when I started, smooching her up. But we weren't having phone calls. We weren't doing that. I just sent her 2 emails saying, hey, listen, I think what people are doing to you is a bit unfair, blah, blah, blah. And that was enough to butter her up. Y'all realize this woman knew that she was trying to use me for a PR spin. She was trying to use me to tell her story so that she would look better.
And again, it's not that I'm trying to, defend Abba or Abba and Preach. I mean, they do what they do. Like I said, you guys know I'm not a real big fan of what they do, but bro, they got my attention now. I'm gonna be watching them now. But he sends out a couple emails, trying to get an interview, which will be very good for the platform, or will bring in a lot of views, i.e. a lot of money. That's what you're supposed to do. If I could have gotten a video with Sadia Khan, had I sent her an email, she wouldn't have responded to me. Right? What she gonna do? The I Really Want to Know podcast with my hot little 2,100 subscribers. Right? I barely get, if I get 100 views on the video, I'm happy. Like this video right here is gonna do really good. Appreciate all y'all checking me out, man. At one point we had over 30 something people, almost 40 people in here. We got like 25 people in here now. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, man. Don DeMarco to all y'all. You know what I mean? Don DeMarco to y'all. You think she would respond to my email? Hell no. And if she did respond to my email, it would have just been about money. How much money you think she would have charged me to do an interview on this platform, right? I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of $8,000 for an hour, right? Maybe she'll drop it, maybe 4,000, right? But Abba and Preach, millions and millions of subscribers, probably billions of views on that channel. He sends a couple emails. She's like, yeah, I would love to get on there. And then, of course, he's doing this thing to get the interview. I don't think that's a trap. I don't personally think that's wrong. That's just him doing business. And at one point doing all this, he even told her, he was like, look, if you show me these, credentials that you say you have, if you just send me that, I won't release this video. Just show me the credentials. All she had to do was, she could have told him, like, man, I'm not going to go on screen. I'm not going to record this, but yeah, I don't have those things. It is what it is. Or send a letter or something. You can't keep digging. She kept trying to continue her fraud through this platform. She chose the wrong platform. Simple as that. She should have found more of a blue pill. They're blue pill over there, but they also, Auburn preach, they're kind of doing their own thing. I think that they're grounded in the blue pill mainstream narrative and all that kind of stuff, but they understand what's going on over here in the mental swamp. They understand the red pill view. They'll even come out with some red pill takes. And the fact that they're even coming after her like that, right? Most of the blue pill dudes won't come after a woman. They're just not going to do it. And the guys that they're showing these, these people who are coming after Abba saying, you did this because this, you did this because of that. You're lying about this. You trapped her. You did this. Man, he's like, nope, she's grown up. She put herself out there. And all she have to do, right? All she has to do, right, is give us this information. You know what I mean? The grifters, Sadia Khan was out there trying to run a grift and got caught. And I'm not sure if GMX 777 is referring to Auburn Preacher's grifters. Okay. But this is a grifter fight. Is Auburn Preach going after her? Like Sadia definitely was doing her thing, grifting. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Again, if you're going to go out here, man, you got to have your ducks in a row, man. Like she should have, the minute that audio came out, she should have just kept her head down low, did her best to maintain her community, say what you're going to have to say to them. I would have told the community, okay, I don't have those credentials and I'm willing to pay you guys back, anybody who wants this money. And then do what you got to do. Like you got guys paying you $8,000 an hour, right? Let's face it. There's no women paying $8,000 an hour to talk to Sadia Khan. They're dudes. You got to work your magic. Like, well, look, I can refund the money or I can give you an in-person consultation, find out where they live. Like, okay, I can meet you wherever, or they can come over to you, whatever. They'll be happy just to see you. You know what I mean? I'm not even saying that she got to do anything physical with them guys. I'm not even implying that. But what you want to do is damage control. And the best damage control for her would be just to meet with these guys in person. They'll be taken back by her, her good looks and her charm. And then maybe they'll say, okay, we get it. We understand that you don't have those credentials, but that the advice you gave me really helping anyway, blah, blah, blah. Keep your community together. But what she's doing, this crash out kamikaze approach, it just looks so bad. And for people who want to support her, they're like, man, I just can't support her, man. And Brother Penny was like, always swing for the fences, Unc. You never know which big name will say yes and send the subs through the roof. Facts. I mean, yeah, I need to get back to doing that. I've reached out to just about a little bit of everybody. And I'm gonna get back to that. I'm, waiting to drop our Spoken in Smoke. Like when we drop that podcast, I'm hoping for a spike. I really am, because a lot of people are gonna see that. It's in studio, working with a 12-year NFL veteran, Super Bowl champion, really good guy. Like it's more tame over there. We're just having normal conversations and not what we do over here. And you guys notice I'm trying to calm it down over here as well, anticipating a spike. So, and it's, it's a good opportunity to really talk about stuff, man, like red pill stuff and, talk about incels and feminists and all that kind of stuff, because Will Golson ain't never heard of none of this stuff before. So him, it's all brand news, like feminism. Like, okay, what's a feminist? Like, I mean, he understands the terms, but like break it down. Like, what are they trying to do? What's the whole deal here? What's the boss babe thing? And we just break it all the way down. And for him, it's like, what? So it's kind of cool. Like we can really, we're making inroads over there. So, but to your point, bro, yes, always swing for the fences. The worst they can say is no. And that's the same thing I talk about when we, going out here coaching dudes and they trying to talk to women. Bro, go over here, work on your approach. The worst thing that she can say really in this space is no, especially if you're respectful. You go over there. She says, no, you okay, cool, no problem. Thanks for your time. I'll see you later. Move on. Right? We talk about that all the time, but so many grifters out here. JXM 777, there's so many grifters out here, man. So many grifters. And I get it because there's so much money to be made, man. She was getting allegedly, up to $8,000 an hour to talk. Good for her. But let's listen to the rest of this.
They got snaked.
Now-
like, what are you talking about? She was the one that was being sneaky.
Here's what I'll say too. I had done a lot of research on her, so I knew that she was doing shady stuff. But has she come on and been honest with me?
See?
Had she been on and said, here's my degree, this video never comes out, and that previous video we did would get deleted, and I would make a follow-up video saying, hey, people are wrong about her.
And you said that.
And I told her that. All I asked her is, I will not put this out as long as you don't come up and lie to me. She said, no worries, you can fact check everything.
And I can get that everything for you. If you need anything notarized, I can put everything sent to you. And I can get all of that sent to you with the numbers associated with it. I can get all of that sent to you as well. Feel free afterwards, if you just need to double check, please let me know. I've got no problem. Please feel free. If you just want to fact check it, no problem at all.
Here's the thing.
Banzai.
Sadia thought I was a fucking idiot.
Yep.
Sadia thought she could manipulate me and con me the way she's done most of her fans. How do I know that? Because if you watch the way Sadia responds to other people who don't have a following, she's disgusting.
She goes off.
I will read to you what a fan of ours
My
sent me.
bro.
Okay? Apparently, she's a therapist. Listen to what she said to a man who's in therapy. She calls him a weak man. She says, you are the exact man no woman will be attracted to, and you know it. She's in the DMs with this guy. And he says, how do you know? I've been at rock bottom, yes. And she says, because you are soft and weak, like therapy. Women don't fuck men in therapy. They use them as sisters.
Damn.
That's a therapist talking.
Yo.
Hey, man, some people respond well to tough love. Damn. Bro, here's the deal, man. Women see what's going on, bro. Sadia Khan saw what it was. And the fact that she's in your DMs, the fact that she's reaching out to you, bro, that tells you a lot right there. JXM's 777, I appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much, man. That's for you, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. We're gonna keep what we do. We're gonna do what we do over here, man. And our brother 777 is saying, salute OG, you seasoned, and you can be a good voice, especially for the youth on Red Pill, even though it's saturated. The truth is the truth. And that's what we're doing, fam. Thank you. I really appreciate that, brother. That's what I'm trying to do. A lot of people have told me, like, hey, man, I love your version of the Red Pill. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think it's just one version. Even just everybody's doing all this kind of stuff. But to me, the Red Pill is just, man, see the shit for what it really is, man. Just like Matrix in that, just like Neo in the Matrix, when he saw the code up and down the screen, right? When he was like, okay, you see the screen, that's where we want to get you. We just want people to see what's going on. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man, especially like dudes, OGs like me, you know what I mean? I appreciate that compliment, man, even referring to me as an OG, man. Thank you so much. But older guys, wiser guys, you know, we just want you to miss the landmines that got us. That's all, bro. Miss the landmines that got us. And I should have missed these landmines, but like I said, you got to keep your mind sharp at all times, right? Sadia, she's in trouble right now, Sadia Khan, because she crashed out emotionally. She didn't keep her mind right. She was doing good. She got to the bag, man. She was eating. She was doing her thing. But she crashed all the way out. And then she went for people. Like, why are you going after people like this? You don't know who you're dealing with. What did Sun Tzu say, man, in the art of war, bro? Know yourself, know your enemy. Sadia doesn't know herself. She doesn't know her enemy. Look what it did to her. Look what it did to her. Like, she didn't know herself. She didn't realize where she really was with this. Right? And she didn't know her enemy. She made an enemy out of Alba, had no idea who she was dealing with. She didn't know herself. She didn't know her enemy. And look how bad she lost. I mean, it's just now, oh my God. Casual Germs in the building, man. What's good, Devil Dog? She is savage, man. He's like, I remember when my doctor at the VA called me too fat. Oh man, I lost the weight. And she's still my doctor 10 years later. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. And Devil Dog, you know you ain't supposed to be fat. Come on now. Come on now. But bro, she really set herself up, man. This is why, like, read The Art of War, guys. Just pick a translation. Doesn't matter which translation. I tell folks you need to read at least 3 different translations of The Art of Warfare. Sun Tzu. At least 3 different translations from 3 different authors, right? But if you don't want to read 3, just read the one at least, right? Read The Art of War. Read the Book of the 5 Rings, Musashi. Read these things, guys, because it's going to help you deal with some of the situations you're going to run up on in life. And if you study these things, bro, Clausewitz, man, on war, that's a big one though. But that's kind of like the Western version of the art of war. Read these books. Read these books, man. Like, even if you could just, read 5-10 pages a day on one of these books, you'll get through it faster than you think. Read these books, man, because you'll see that this wisdom hasn't changed, bro. You can go back thousands and thousands of years. This wisdom has not changed, bro. This is how humans are, man. This is true human nature. And it can help you when you're out here trying to do your thing, meet some women, do whatever. Know yourself, man. Know your enemy, bro. And you see what happens when you don't know yourself and you don't know your enemy. This is what happens. This is what Sadia did. And she just got chopped up.
And this is not even the tip of the iceberg. I hope you're going to die soon, and you must die soon because you seem like a miserable person. So I wish that for you to come sooner. Things that she's really said.
That was harsh.
But with me, she never talked like that.
Never.
Why?
Leverage.
She needed me to be of use to her.
Leverage.
So with me, she was very diplomatic. With everyone else who was critical of her, flamed the shit out of them. Personally, I don't think I ordered anything. In fact, I'm going to do one better. I'm going to put the link to the website, sidepiecesadia.com, right down here. If you want to report her to the DHA, feel free, all right? You're a medical professional, a charlatan, pretender, going around claiming credits that don't belong to you so you can get more clients and have more fame, okay? Stop.
Get some help.
Go work in the field, be a fucking goofy-ass dating coach, do that. You're not a psychologist. You're not a doctor. You're not a psychotherapist.
You don't have a degree. I think
And she would be just as successful if she did what they're saying right now. She didn't need to say that I'm a psychologist and have all this, I'm a therapist and I have all this training. She didn't need to do that. She was hot. She was hot, and she was saying things that guys wanted to hear. She was, she would parrot the red pill message. She was doing just fine. Okay, maybe you couldn't justify $8,000 an hour, but she certainly could have gotten, hundreds of dollars an hour, right? She could have been making therapists money. Right, she still would have gotten invited on these bigger shows. And like I said, bro, she didn't know Abba. And this is why it's hard for me to really, like, Abba, like, dude, he's savage. There's no other way to put it. You hear what he said? Like, I want you to unalive yourself. He's wishing death on her, bro. Like, wow. Like, man, that's savage. That lets you know what type of dude he is. This is how he's getting down. This is how he's playing, bro. How did she not know this? I knew it. I don't even consume a lot of their content. But I just knew watching this dude move, like seeing what he was doing, like with Destiny, seeing him on Fresh and Fit, seeing him in different spaces. I'm like, okay. Talking to my comedic friends. Let me know how dude was moving back in the day. I'm like, okay, all right. But like I said, I can't say he's wrong in this. I cannot say he's wrong. She came after the dude. It is what it is. She didn't know who she was messing with. And she's paid for it, and she's going to continue to pay for it. Brother Casual Jeremy's like, speaking of the art of war, on my office desk is a art of war table cards. Oh, that's what's up, man. They're like affirmations, but in the words of Sun Tzu. Oh, that's cool, bro. That's what's up. I'm about to find that come Christmas time and send that out to some people. That would be a good gift. You know what I mean? For one of those, what you call those secret Santas or whatever, that'd be a good secret Santa gift. But let's listen to the end of this, and then we'll wrap it up.
got away with a lot of things that she got away with because of her beauty. She got beauty privilege, and there's a lot of background check that they didn't do because of it.
Yeah,
I think so. That's another. That's another story. But
her
I
expertise for sure. Her expertise.
Yeah,
because the way she was, I'll suck his dick. She got to know how to crack some nuts.
Yes. The lies are really about the image. So she lied about, the filters, the face, the filters on the face, all of that. It played with an image.
Last thing I'll say, some people say it doesn't even look like her in the pictures. I'm going to show you guys some images of Sadia. Okay. This is her from her Facebook.
Yep.
They're saying this is not the same person.
Sharp. Look at this. Look at the edges.
Filters.
Yeah. Look at the edges.
Right. It's filters. It's the exact same person. So don't get duped by all these fucking smoke and mirrors, all this other stuff. And I also got her on tape saying she loves to use filters all the time.
Girls use, even I've used, and I've been addicted to it. Face Up.
Yeah, and filters in general.
Filters in general, and Face Up and Facetune.
I use filters. I love a filter. I do love it. But what it did to you is it showed you a version of your face if you were prettier. It's like shows you, oh, if I just lost a bit of weight here, if I just had a slimmer nose, if I had like bigger lips, this is what I would look like. Oh my God, perfect. Let me go get that.
So her pretending like it's not her pre-nose job or after it, like she just lying the whole time. But all this to say, that's it for today, man. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if you like the work that we put in, leave a.
Hey, bro, I gotta give Madonna DeMarco, bro, for being vicious. I gotta give Madonna DeMarco for being vicious. Again, y'all know how I feel about Auburn Preach, and but like I said, I can't say he's wrong on this. He was doing what a YouTuber at that level should be doing. Hell, a YouTuber at any level should be doing. If you got someone who's out there trending and you can get an interview with that person, then that's what you need to do. Right? Just, we're not journalists. This isn't, journalism, but this is YouTube. You get an opportunity to talk to somebody who's out there trending, bro. Like if I got an opportunity to talk to Coach Prime, or if I got an opportunity to talk to Shedeur Sanders or Shiloh for that matter, like Shiloh got released from the Bucks, of course I will have them on there. Like if I got an opportunity to talk to, whoever is trending, of course. It's like when they go after these podcasts, like, man, you can't believe you had, Donald Trump on your podcast. You helped him get elected. Bro, that was a former president of the United States who was running to be president again, which is something that has only been done like once before, I think. Why wouldn't you have Donald Trump on your podcast if that's what he wants? You got these Netanyahu's going around trying to get on people's podcasts for softball interviews so they can get it. Why wouldn't? He's going to get you the eyeballs. You know what I mean? It's your choice if you want to go hard or not. But to get them on your platform, why wouldn't you have them? Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like Ibiza, a party island. It's in Spain, isn't it? I have to look that up. Brother Pitney, do me a favor. Keep her the knowledge. Can you answer this question right here? Isn't Ibiza a party island? I don't know, bro. Never been. Spain is on my list. When I start traveling again, I want to hear France. I want to hear Spain. I want to hear Portugal. And I can't wait to do it. And then once I go, I'll let you know. But I don't know, man. You have to look that one up. Just quick Google search on that one. But I'm pretty sure somebody is in Ibiza doing YouTube, so you can see exactly what it look like and what's going on. I just heard about some really great parties coming out of that part of the world. So what can we learn from this, guys? What's the red pill truth in all this? The truth is, be careful. Be very careful when you're dealing with women. Be very careful when you choose to ignore the red flags, right? Because the people who are dealing with Sadia had to ignore a lot of stuff. And when it went sideways, look how bad she crashed out. Look, I'm telling you, man, all women have the capability of going bonsai and kamikazing and just like she did. There's so many women here in America at the Phillies game, right? Did you guys see that? There was one of the Phillies guys hit a home run. A father with his whole family was out there, ran over, managed to get the home run ball, came back, gave it to his son, put it in his son's glove. Then his lady came over and started screaming at him. He winds up giving the ball to her just to make her go away. Have you guys seen this? And the kid, the father, they're on TV, they're not social media, they're on mainstream media going around telling the story. And this lady, she's like, you guys are making me out to be the bad guy. Because you are, shorty. You are the bad guy. Have you never been to a baseball game before? When a home run bounces around in the stands, whoever gets it, gets it. Simple as that. You're making me out. You're ruining my life. Just like the CEO who stole a baseball cap from the little kid that the tennis player was trying to give it to the little kid. Same thing. And you do something like that, you deserve to get ruined. That's how I look at it. It is what it is. You know what you're doing. We grown. But that's what I mean, the kamikaze thing, man. Women will do that. So do not ignore the red flags, fam. You're dealing with a woman because she's beautiful in your opinion. She's fine. She's this and that. She's everything you wanted physically in a woman. And she starts doing little things, treating the waitstaff real bad, talking shit to you, going off for no reason at all, right? Ignoring you, treating you poorly. What are you doing with her? Right? What are you doing with her, bro? We got brother Dino Dinosaurs in the building. What's good, fam? Canary Islands, there it is. Ibiza's the island off of Spain. There you go. That's what's up in the Canary Islands. Ibiza would be the wrong destination. What you want from your holiday deal. No, I just want to hit Spain. I'm not trying to really hit Ibiza. I mean, I might if I could squeeze it in, but I definitely want to hit Spain. I will spend the majority of my time. The first trip will be to France. You know, being a paratrooper, I think I told you guys this before. I'll say it again. I want to go to France. I want to go to Normandy. I want to, you know, see the beaches. I want to walk in. I want to see the hedgerows. You know, the American forces had to deal with the hedgerows, you know, during D-Day, coming in, you know, to take Europe. But I also want to go, I think it's St. Mary Galice. There's a small village there, a town there where paratroopers jumped in, and the villagers were hiding the paratroopers. The paratroopers were surrounded. I think it was SS soldiers. The paratroopers were surrounded. The Germans came in like, look, we know the paratroopers are here. Where are they? The villagers wouldn't give them up. The paratroopers were hiding, greatly outnumbered. They knew it was a rat. Paratroopers were hiding. The SS were going to start executing the villagers, and the villagers were going to die. They weren't going to tell the SS where the soldiers were. The soldiers saw this. It was unacceptable to the soldiers. These, I believe, these were soldiers. I think it was either the 101st or the 82nd. These guys came out, surrendered to the SS. The SS executed all the soldiers. So in that village, there's a church, and in that church there's stained glass windows with angels in the stained glass windows. And if you look closely, the angels are paratroopers. All right, so I want to see that. You know, being airborne, I want to see that for myself. But I'm gonna go to France for that, bro, and then I'll come back for Spain. And you know, I like Europe. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've always had good times when I go to Europe. I especially like, and brother Dino, man, I really like London. I love it when I go to London. I love going to the museums, seeing the palace, going to the Thames, like being, you know, doing the river stuff. I really do love London, man. So I look forward to my next trip there. Don't know when it's gonna happen, but when it does, well, it's gonna be at least probably 2 years from now. I'm waiting for my daughter. When my daughter graduates high school that summer, we might, because my daughter wants to go to London as well. So that summer we'll probably go. So it'll be probably the summer of 2027. We'll be over there for sure. Casual Germs like, yeah, I grew up playing baseball. Taking the ball from a kid is a huge disrespect in the baseball culture. Yeah, because the father managed to get the ball and came back and gave it to his son and then gave it to the woman. So yeah, it's very disrespectful, bro. And she's paying for it, and that's what she gets, man. I didn't even cover it, but maybe I should. I don't know. It was just crazy. Casual Germs, Poland. I haven't been to Poland. You know what I mean? That whole part of the world is kind of hot right now. Like what's going on with Russia, Ukraine, Poland. I know Poland is having issues on their border, but I've heard that people say that Poland is really good, man. And the stands are cool too. Like, you know, I have a friend of mine who just went to my best friend, my cousin. She went to the stands not too long ago. She had a great time. Carfco, I mean, maybe I'll check out Poland, man. Mustache Man's favorite. Oh, was it? Well, I'm gonna go there, bro. If I want to go where Corporal Adolf was going, maybe I'll check it out. That was his favorite spot. Auschwitz 1 and 2 are located along with Schindler's Factory is W2. Yeah. Also, Dachau. If you're ever in like Germany, Dachau. I tell people all the time, if you go to Europe, if you go to Germany, man, you have to go see the death camps, bro. You just have to. You know, especially for those people that say it didn't happen, the deniers or whatever, man. You have to go, like, you know, Auschwitz, you know, Dachau. You got to go, man. You got to see it. I mean, my father saw it when he was in the military. That was back in the 60s. And he was saying, bro, you can still feel the death. It was just such a, you know, like, it was such a solemn moment. He was like, man, it's crazy. And that's what, you know, it was crazy. I just thank God we won that war. But definitely, I'm gonna get over to Europe. I haven't been to Italy. I've only really been to Spain once. We were flying. We were doing some stuff in the military. We stopped in Spain. I was there for a few hours. It was absolutely beautiful. This was us coming home from the war, coming home from the desert. But I never got a chance to really get down and get dirty and have a good time. Haven't been to Italy, but I know some Italians and they tell me it's amazing. So I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'm you know, as soon as my daughter graduates, bro, I plan on doing a proper trip to London. And when I do it, I'll be filming and going live and all that good stuff, bro. Just, you know, just like, y'all know my focus right now is just this last couple of years, man, for my daughters. You know, basically a year and a half now. You know, she's a junior. She'll be a senior next year. So we're just really focusing on her right now. Brother Michael Lee's in the building. What's good, fam? Hey, maybe we'll who knows, bro? Like I said, I'm gonna start a group, probably a Patreon and some other stuff. Yo, maybe that's something we'll do, man. We'll all get together. We'll you know, have you guys join and maybe we'll plan out a trip, man. We'll all go over there. We'll start in the UK, man. We'll go see Brother Dino Dinosaur, and then from there, you know, we'll go Italy, Spain, France. You know what I mean? Maybe pop over to Poland, Lithuania, whatever. Maybe we'll do that. That'll be fun. We all get together and just, you know what I mean? Just start traveling. This is something that people need to do too, especially black folks, man, young black folks, and people who aren't wealthy, people who had to, you know, get it out the mud. Man, take trips, travel. Go see the world. It really helps when you come back home to, first of all, appreciate America and our freedoms that we have here. And you can see how much people lean on America, bro. Like, go take some trips abroad, man, and see how people are living. It's eye-opening, man, and it's great. I love Central and South America. I love Asia. I'm a big fan of Europe. You know what I mean? Not a fan of the Middle East, right? Not really a fan of Africa. I ain't nowhere. I mean, just not a fan. But, you know, my friends are like, well, you got to go back. You got to try it again. Maybe. But the rest of the world, man, I'm cool with. I can't wait to get to Australia. I really want to go to Australia. I really want to go to New Zealand. You know what I mean? So we get Brother Smeeble's in Australia, bro. So definitely want to start my traveling again. Like, once my daughter graduates, bro, we're going to be traveling all the time. Like I said, I'll be 6 months in the U.S., 6 months in either Peru, Colombia, you know, who knows where I'll be living. Maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe Argentina. Like, I'm looking for a place to set up for, 3 to 6 months. And then the rest of the time, just be traveling, bro. It's like, they do a parachute jump in that French town every year. Have you seen video of the church? I have seen video of the church. I didn't realize they were doing a jump every year, but that's definitely where I want to go. That is going to be the first trip. Like, and I can do UK and just go right across the channel and head over to Normandy. But yeah, bro, that's on my list, bro. I got to get that done. I'm gonna get that done quick too. I look forward to that trip. So, but hey, guys, I appreciate everyone who took the time to come hang out with me, man, because I know you guys have way better things to do with your time, and you're over here hollering at me, man. Thank you so much. Like I said, I don't think Alba is wrong for the way this went down, for what he did. Sadia Khan, 100% wrong for what she was doing, and she's just going to have to pay the consequences. And now it's not just a court of public opinion, but she's going to probably have to deal with a legal process. We'll definitely keep our eyes on what's going on with that. Damn, crazy, bro, crazy. But that's how the world is, man. Be careful what you out there doing, bro. Be careful what you out there doing. And remember what Sun Tzu says, man, know yourself, know your enemy. And the most important thing about that is knowing yourself. Make sure you know yourself, guys, because it's crazy out here, man. People don't care. So, man, I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. This was fun. I will definitely be back tomorrow. I want to talk about Hollywood. I want to talk about the casting couch, bro. I saw some good videos out there, and I think it'd be a perfect conversation to have tomorrow. So it'll be about the same time tomorrow, man. Jump on here about 7 o'clock or so tomorrow. We're going to talk about Hollywood. We're going to talk about the casting couch. We're going to talk about what's going on out there. And I got a couple of videos lined up that I think will be really good to check out. Yeah, bro. Oftentimes in business, the client is your enemy, but you got to make that money, man. Know yourself, know your enemy. You know what I mean? You got to give them what they need, and don't be afraid to say no, bro. All money ain't good money. So that's it. I'm done, man. Thank y'all again. I'm DL Saint. This is I Really Want to Know podcast, man. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
Darn, that's the end.